What's going on, guys? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It's another end of the week. But if you're a federal worker, this is the beginning of your week. Why do I say that? Because you get another email where you have to answer 5 things you did last week. And it's due on Tuesday, 11th of March, 2025. So it's going to cover 5 things you did from 3 March all the way to 8 March. That's whole week, right? Remember, the last email claimed that you only had to answer once and it will cover for the last 2 weeks and then you don't have to do nothing. Remember? So that was a lie. You know why I think that was a lie and they had no choice but to keep asking you to do this stuff? Because they're going to use the responses and put a couple of AI bots in there to go ahead and see who's really working, who's valuable, and who can they get rid of. That's what I think. I may be wrong, but that's what I think is going on. I had to release some stress. Sorry about that. But back to what I was saying. DOD, federal workers, if this isn't undue stress that they're basically doing to us civilian workers, I don't know what is. If you're a lawyer, now it's time to start building up your clientele, because I'm telling you, some of the stuff that's happening right now, I've never seen before. Ever. If you're an employee, you need to be very careful with what you say to your managers, because they're not for you. They take every little thing that's happening, and the services who apparently OPM has given top cover to do the dirty deeds, they don't even know what's going on with the line units and the line managers. So how can you consolidate all these responses and be able to make an informed decision who is working and who is not working? That's the question I have, because this is a whole bunch of confusion going on. And I'll give you an example. The services agencies like the Air Force today released their so-called Deferred Resignation Program Implementation Software or form. That stuff was a mess. We couldn't even figure out if the stuff worked or not. And on top of that, their little stuff was like, oh, we just want to confirm. After you sent them confirmation email, they still said, unfortunately, we cannot accept you into the program. Well, why are you confirming it then if OPM told you that the people wanted to be in the program? Why are the agencies allowed this leeway to harass, create anxiety, and do unnecessary stress to the civilian workforce? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. And there's case to actually sue these people in federal court. Oh, yes, there is. If you're a lawyer, go ahead and type yes in the comments below. Do that, because we're gonna need some real lawyers that are well versed in federal law. I think I have a lot of them watching right now. I'm gonna be posting this stuff. And oh, by the way, I've also put a resource guide to allow any federal worker, you don't have to be fired, but because everybody's subject to being fired really with this stuff, if you think about it. Now, for federal workers like myself being tenured, it's kind of hard. It's going to take an act of Congress to fire people like me. All right? And that's why I think the services are very careful making or offering this bogus offer that hasn't even been approved for funding to tenured employees in the federal workforce. So what I recommend you do, lawyer up, folks, lawyer up. Because you have a case against these agencies, you have a case on this mental anguish and this crap that they've been doing to people. Lawyer up so you can get paid off of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Lawyer up. Get your lawyers. And if your lawyers start reaching out to people, if you're watching this video, comment yes, yes, yes somewhere. Okay? This mass firing is all a fluke. That's why they're turning back and say, oh, we don't want to. They're having to put people back that they fired. As a matter of fact, I don't even trust that 5 things you did last week after the stuff I just experienced today as a federal worker. So now's the time to level up. Level up. Get yourself a lawyer. If you haven't already downloaded your EOMPF, now it's time to put that order in because it's taking a while for the print job to show up. If you have sick leave, start taking some darn sick leave because you're not going to be able to use that when it comes time to retire. It's going to get you across the finish line, but it's not going to be something that you can be paid out, if you get what I mean. All right? So right now, I'll just say, answer the darn 5 emails. Just answer them. The reason you need to answer them is because you're following orders. It's the same reason the agencies need to follow orders. It's the same reason OPM needs to grow a pair. And if somebody that you reach down and touch and you claim you were going to offer them something, grow a pair and offer them what you claim you're going to offer them. You need to make the decision right now. Doge, give the folks what they ask for. You don't need the agency because I'll tell you what's going on. The agency and at the unit level, they're the ones stopping this whole thing. If you're going to get efficiency, you got to do what you got to do. You have the legal wherewithal to do that stuff. All you need now, Doge, if you're hearing me, all you need there, Elon, is to get the funding approved by Congress. Get the funding approved by Congress and put into the CR. Once you do that, you can reach, touch whoever you want that you know has already expressed interest in this program and offer them the program. But you don't have enough time to do that because, remember, next week is the lapse in appropriation. If you don't pass any bill between now and then, it's going to be even harder to make an offer sweet. Like for me, I wanted the VERA. I answered the questions today. I qualified for the VERA. But do you think the Air Force came back and did anything? No. They said get with your local personnel civilians. Well, now if the local personnel civilian folks come back and say, you qualify for VERA, please take the VERA right now. I'll take it. But what about the other folks that couldn't resign? What are they going to do? They may not qualify for anything. And then right after that comes the RIFs. Again, I'm leaving some resources right now on the link. Click those resources and get yours. And if you're a lawyer, DM me so we can chat. Okay? I appreciate you guys hearing me, but I needed to put this out. That DOD is going to fire a whole bunch of people next week. And there's nothing they can do.